The legislature, members of the press, visitors, other distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Around this time last year, major items on the Senate agenda: electoral reform, funding of the October 2023 elections, security for the electoral process, credibility of the National Elections Commission (NEC), fear for the acceptance or rejection of the election results, and concerns of election violence. I'm pleased to state that most of those issues are now largely behind us, and the elections are almost history, besides the few cases which are being adjudicated through the legal process. On behalf of the Liberian Senate, I thank the people of Liberia for turning out to vote for the most part, and to all candidates for participating in the electoral process and abiding by the rules governing the process to a large extent. The work of local and foreign observers in the process and the support of the international community are worth noting, and our government and these people are very grateful. Let me, in a special way, on behalf of the Liberian Senate, express thanks and appreciation to the chair, other members of the Board of Commissioners, staff, employees, and the temporary workers of the National Elections Commission for a job well done in conducting the 2023 elections in a fair and transparent manner. We have always had confidence in the integrity of the men and women at NEC. Distinguished colleagues, now that NEC has officially declared them, let me seize this opportunity to, on behalf of the Liberian Senate, congratulate former Vice President and former President of the Senate, His Excellency Joseph Boakai, and Senator Jeremiah Kwankun, our own, for their elections as President and Vice President, respectively. We urge both of them to design and implement policies to heal the nation, which has sustained wounds by the rigors and rhetoric of the electoral process, and an evenly divided country which has witnessed an almost 50-50 presidential results for the elections. To President George Monrovia, we express our thanks for congratulating President-elect former VP Boakai, which has caused the tension and anxiety which have built up in the country before last Friday's announcement of the election results to have dissipated. This has paved the way for yet another peaceful transfer of power in Liberia, which peaceful transfer continues to dodge many African countries. The Senate are national leaders and belong to different political parties, but we all witness the very competitive nature of the presidential elections. The final results of the presidential elections are so close that a government of inclusion with a significant amount of appointed positions going to the CDC, which ended up with a whooping 49.36% of the final votes, will be a prudent way to help in national reconciliation. Now that the legislative and presidential elections are almost over, national focus has now turned to the processes which will lead to the final election of the officers and other leaders of the legislature, more especially that of the Speaker, Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, and the President Pro Tempore of the Senate. For the legislature, I urge colleagues to first negotiate the leadership positions as a first resort. A full-fledged competitive open election should be the last option. Our fellow citizens, in keeping with our new legislative calendar, the Senate will be in session until Friday, December 8th, to continue work and deliberation on agenda items which we previously agreed, and on other items that may surface from the Senate floor and from the executive branch. After that, we'll return on January 15, 2024, in line with Article 32 of the Constitution, to begin the first session of the 55th legislature and get ready to participate in the inauguration of the next president on January 22, 2024, in line with Article 50. We expect the new president to present his legislative agenda for the year to the legislature on January 29. Let me once more thank all Liberians for a peaceful election, and may God continue to guide us and protect our country. Thank you.
The voice of Senate Pro Tem Abochie, reading his welcome back statement to members of the Liberian Senate. My name is Aaron Kuban, and we bring you live coverage from the Liberian Senate. We'll bring you live coverage of the Liberian Senate.
John all the statement just now. You the womb. You the womb. Yeah. Okay, we forgive the womb. We forgive the womb.
So let's go to the Secretary of the Liberian Senate for the official agenda item today.
Report from Standing Committee. A briefing from the Joint Committee on Investment and Concessions and Judiciary Human Rights Claims and Petitions. Incentive agreement between the Republic of Liberia and Bonin Enterprises Incorporated. Also, briefing from the Joint Committee on Investment Incentive Agreement between the Government of the Republic of Liberia and Fuadin Brothers Corporation, and Investment Incentive Agreement between the Republic of Liberia and Global Pharmaceutical Manufacturer and Laboratories Limited.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, as we join the presiding, welcome back to all of us. The Joint Committee on Concession, Judiciary, and Ways and Means, having received the mandate of the plenary to provide in-depth study on the proposals that were submitted to us that will lead to the Senate ratification for Fuadin Corporation Incentive Agreement and Bonin Enterprise Incentive Agreement. Later, additional one, which is the pharmaceutical key. But the Senate, in light of the mandate, invited the agents of the executive, the signatories, the IMCC, and interacted with them to convince us on the importance, the benefits that this country will accrue if those agreements were ratified by the Senate. We had a very interactive discussion with them, just at the verge of our closure. Normally, when the committee interact with the executives of the agents, they revert to their committee room and discuss the content of the plenary. So today, since we didn't have that time to have such discussion, we have invited members of the Joint Committee immediately after section to meet so that we can all decide the content of our report that we hope to present to this plenary on Thursday. So we ask that you please give us a chance. Let us meet today, and Thursday we'll make our report. Thank you, sir.
You need a three agreement?
I talk about Uni and Fuani, not
What's that? Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Sir Joseph, Monrovia County.
Chairman. And also, I think some of our colleagues have raised issue on the money issue. And we have the past, the government of Liberia have encouraged other international partners for our citizens to get involved into agricultural activities. The good thing is that they have growing palm in this country, and our citizens, and that they are capable of providing the oil needed for this project for Fuani. The portion that is needed to import oil to Liberia, I think we should get rid of that portion, Mr. Chairman.
Well, so, order. President, thank you so much. I want to thank the Senator of Monrovia for the input, but I think the first thing we need to do is to acknowledge the report that the chairman gave. The briefings is that at the end of the briefings, the chairman said that the joint committee will be meeting right after session today to conclude the content of the report. So to debate the contents before proper submission, I think I want to advise that wait, let us accept his briefings and then wait the formal submission on Thursday, and then we can do the debate. That's my order.
Order is sustained. Let's wait. Let's do the final report. Make sure it's circulated by Wednesday so that you can read to get ready for the debate. After session today, let's look at this. After session.
How can you get me away?
Report from Standing Committee. Briefing from the Joint Committee on Health and Judicial Human Rights Claims and Petitions on the revised public health laws of Liberia.
It's on the floor now? Yeah, so we have the floor. Yeah, on the public health law. Are you briefing? Are you briefing? You are the chairman. Are you the chairman? I should speak. No. Chairman, go ahead. The chairman. No, I'm calling, put them calling.
No, I've said before, and I must reiterate that the abortion provision
of the public health law that we have as proposed is an improvement of what we have now as abortion law under our penal law. That's why I did a matrix. And in this matrix, you have the existing abortion law and the proposed abortion law. And you'll find from this matrix that the provisions proposed are far better than what we have. But again, sometimes let's not take the time to look at the proposed abortion provision, abortion law provision. That's why there is this consistent contention from my colleagues across the floor, some of them, not all of them though, regarding the disagreement with this proposed abortion provision. But all over the world, including even the most religious countries of the world. Even if you go right in Italy, go to Italy, where the headquarters of the Catholic Church is situated. There's an abortion law that provides for the termination. Now, in our case, we said, no, you can't do that. But for them, they said, the woman can do that at will up to the trial semester. I mean, the first 3 months, you can do that at will for any reason. Whether for social reason, whether for family reason, whether for economic reason, you can do that. And you can research that. I've researched all of those things. That's why I said the most religious countries in the world have abortion provisions that are even more flexible than what we have here. In the current abortion law that we have, a woman is at liberty to terminate her pregnancy up to the 24th week. She's at liberty to terminate her pregnancy up to the 24th week. It is only when someone else is doing it, or when someone else does it, that's when there is a sanction. But if she does that herself, there's absolutely no sanction. That's why I say women employ all kinds of means to abort their pregnancies without even going to seek medical help. Because they know if they did that themselves, there's no legal sanction. But in the proposed law, it is prohibited for a woman to do that herself. You see that? And probably we don't understand. All of this was research. People say, the experts, including Liberian medical experts, international medical experts, they say, from their research, and our research has shown that majority of the abortion cases in Liberia relate to self-abortion. Because the women that they do it themselves, they will not be punished. There's no legal sanction. But if somebody else did it, there will be legal sanction. So they'll do it. They employ all kinds of means. They employ all kinds of means to do that. We can do so. That's what we are saying. Look, this abortion law that we have, the existing one, all the way from 1972 to this day, is obsolete. It does not fit into current day reality. That's why the experts got together and said, no, let's revise it. Let's revise it. Let's make it better to suit the reality of today, to suit the health needs of the women, so that they're not just going about doing what they're not supposed to do that will affect their health. And in the law, as in the existing one, the proposed law as in the existing one, it is said that instead of the woman having up to the 24th week to abort a pregnancy. 24 weeks, you calculate that. How many months are in? 24 weeks. This law, the existing law, gives the woman up to the 24th week to do that, or for anybody else to do that. This law provides that no, from medical research, this law provides that no, you can't do that. 24 weeks too long. They brought it down to 18 weeks. And they are even willing to bring it down to 12 weeks. Up to 12 weeks to swing international best practice. Because most of the countries got 3 weeks. 12 weeks. I mean 12 weeks for that matter. Because that's what most of the countries got. And so